Good day guys, welcome back to Langrisser M news from the future. So alright, on this part of video, what you're looking at right now is none other than the great SP Bernhardt, or you can call him the young Bernhardt Dragon class at rank 6. So this is gonna be a shorter video because we're just introducing 2 exclusive skills and his talent and 1 new cavalry units for Bernhardt. So okay, very great thanks for information shared and provided by the Langrisser mobile app. So you and alright, without further ado, let's get started. So SP Bernhardt, one who is equipped or have control over the Abyssal Dragon Lord's power, and his comeback as the greater Iron Blood Conqueror. So right, as you can see, his talent is short and sweet. Yep, it's still easy to understand. I definitely like characters like this. His talent are known as Overlord of the Abyss or Overlord of Hell. I'm pretty sure that the global version is not going to pick Hell, so they will be picking Overlord of the Abyss, high chance. Okay, the effect as follow. Ignore skill cost limit. Okay, why not? Okay, number 2, when entering battle, you increase damage deal by 20% and increase your defense by 20%. Then number 3, enemies who stand 2 blocks around you will have their attack and defense reduced by 15% and will lose 1 random buff when they end their turn around you. So okay, short, sweet, simple, easy, and still as cool as ever. He's known as a tanker of physical attack, and because of his arrival, more if not most of the assassin class and archer class units has retreated from the apex box. So yep, this is a hint to you guys. So alright, let's repeat again. His talent, Overlord of the Abyss. Number 1, ignore skill cost limits. Number 2, when entering battle, you increase damage deal by 20% and increase defense by 20%. Number 3, enemies who stand 2 blocks around you will have their attack and defense reduced by 15% and they will lose 1 random buff when they end their turn. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Apparently, comparing to Chaos Ham right now, Bernhardt SP is, yeah, he's the in thing. He is the meta in the box right now, and yep, you can see the revival of Empire is coming back. Well, definitely coming back for a while. And not to mention that in the current new arc story, we'll be introducing another hero who is from the Empire faction. So okay, stay tuned guys. Okay, and this is a new unit he will receive. Okay, we'll just keep through the name, just let you guys know he is from he's the cavalry class. The skill effect as follow, and this time round they are introducing soldier units with command aura effect. So the effect as follow: increase soldiers attack by 30% when soldiers HP is above 80%. Enemy soldiers who are 2 blocks around you will have their attack and defense reduced by 15%. So this effect only affect enemies soldiers unit, not both, so take note. And when this soldier class is at max level, the command aura effect can stack with Bernhardt's talent. So yeah, they are trying to make you use this hero. However, just to check with you guys, apparently it is still suggests by most players that under the condition where you do not have a healer, werewolf or still Still have Wolf is still the better option, because apparently this soldier is kind of weak. He's not going to survive attack easily, so more suggested for you guys to use only when you have a healer with you. Yep. Okay, moving to his exclusive skills. Exclusive skill 1, Triumph of the King. Oh yeah, before I forget, watch to the end for the translation that I've done for you guys. So yep. Alright, back to exclusive skill 1, Triumph of King. As you can see, the cost is 2. It's a 2C skill at a CD of 4. The range itself, the type is AoE. The AoE type is self act again. It has both passive and active skills. So for passive, when you end your turn after casting these skills, you can change these skills to either of the following active skills which you are not equipped with for 2 turns. You can choose either of the following: 1. Sword Dance, 2. Shield Bash, 3. Deep Frontier Conquest or Underworld Conquest, which is exclusive skill 2. Then, okay, so that's it. So this skill is, once you cast this act again skills, you will be given the options to choose either of the following active skills that you have not equipped for 2 turns. And meaning, if you are bringing Sword Dance with you have a 3C, a Sword Dance, and these skills, the options that you will see will not have Sword Dance in it, so you'll only be either Shield Bash or Deep Frontier Conquest. So alright, let's repeat again. Number 1, when you end your turn after casting these skills, you can change these skills to either of the following active skills which you are not equipped with for 2 turns. Number 1, Sword Dance. Number 2, Shield Bash. Number 3, Deep Frontier Conquest. So Sword Dance is the AoE skills that cause enemy to not be able to receive healing for 2 turns, and Shield Bash is the one that will stun enemy, and it can become a ranged skills when you cast your 3C faction buff with you, and the third skills will be going on later on. Okay, then coming to his active skills. So active skills are as follow. Upon using these skills, you obtain Rupture effect for 3 turns, and it cannot be dispelled. Number 2, able to move 3 blocks and attack again, so it's an act again skills. Number 3, when using these skills, buff you have will not be reduced. So yeah, it's a very convenient, or if not strong, 2C skills, because it gives you act again, so you get to move 3 turns. And in case you guys are wondering, Dragon class Bernhardt, which is SP Bernhardt, has the basic movement of 4. So after casting your 3C, you gain a +1, which is 5. Then you cast the skills, you get to move another 3, which is total of 8. And if you're bringing Sword Dance with Balance Blade, meaning you're increasing another 3 ring, which is a lot, which will hit up to the minimum you hit is 9 to 10 range, so it's pretty cool even without Balance Blade, though I personally, Balance Blade is still my personal favorite, and not to mention it increases survivability. So right, active skills, let's repeat again. Upon using these skills, obtain Rupture effect for 3 turns, and it cannot be dispelled. Number 2, Bernhardt will be able to move 3 blocks and attack again. Number 3, when using these skills, buff you had will not be reduced. And in case you guys are wondering what is Rupture, Rupture is the passive skills that Bernhardt has. Is a generation 1 skills, very old school, that after you damage enemies, you will do a follow-up one-time fixed damage to the enemies. And in case you guys are wondering, if you bring Rupture, Will it stack? No, it will not. So apparently if you bring the passive skills Rupture with you, you will not gain an additional Rupture. There's only one Rupture with Bernhardt. So it will cancel out each other. You won't be able to enjoy the stack benefit that most fans were hoping for. If not, that's going to be too OP. Okay, last we have exclusive skill 2, which is Deep Frontier Conquest or Underworld Conquest. Again, is a 2C skills, CD of 3, the range is 2, type is, the AoE type is physical single target skills. The effect as follows. So it's kind of like the air slash for Bernhardt. Number 1, attack and deal 1.5 times damage to target enemy. Then 2, close combat soldiers will attack together and they will not take penalty. 3, before battle, cause enemy to obtain the debuff of not being able to heal for 2 turns. Number 4, after battle, apply to target enemy an undispellable debuff effect known as Surrenderer's Branding. So apparently this skills is kind of like it's just like historical events. The winner of the empire will do branding to the losing empire, and most of the time they do it to their nobles or the king, the royals, members of the group. It's embarrassing marking to show them you guys for forever losers or being enslaved under us. So yep. So as the name suggests, even their offsprings will have this branding, and it's kind of like a virus that will spread. So the effect are as follows. When you end your turn, you will take a fixed damage of 20% of your max HP, and then this effect will be removed. Then the second effect is that if there are allies who stand 2 blocks around their target, when this effect is removed from their allies, randomly apply the effect to one of the target who stands around them. So for example, Bernhardt is attacking Langrisser with these skills. Okay, after your Langrisser is marked with Surrenderer's Branding. Okay, if Rachel is standing 2 blocks around Langrisser, and then Langrisser just end his turn 2 blocks around Rachel, this branding effect will be passed on to Rachel, and this means this effect will keep happening if you enter and there are enemies, sorry, if there are allies standing 2 blocks around you. So this effect is the only way for this effect to lose itself is if you are standing more than 2 blocks, and this means more, if not most of the time, you will not be guarded by your tank. So it's a very smart move, or you may say it's a dick move from Bernhardt. Yeah, because this skills force your allies, most of the time tanks, to not stand near from your allies, so that this thing will not be passed on. Because if you do not bring you do not have enough, and you do not bring items like bracer, this cannot be, then you'll not be able to immune, because this is an undispellable buff. You cannot dispel, you cannot heal, you cannot use characters like Liana to heal and dispel off, so you gotta be careful. So alright, let's repeat again. Number 1, attack and deal 1.5 times damage to target enemy. Number 2, close combat soldiers will attack together and will not take penalty. Number 3, before battle, cause enemies to obtain the debuff effect of not able to heal for 2 turns. Number 4, after battle applies to target enemy an undispellable debuff effect known as Surrenderer's Branding. The effect as follows. First, when you end turn, you'll take a fixed damage of 20% of a max HP, and this effect will be removed from you. Then second, if there are allies who stand 2 blocks around you when this effect is removed from you, randomly apply the effect to one of them. So this means if there are multiple allies standing 2 blocks around the tanker like Langrisser, only one of them will get affected by this debuff. So yep, I guess most of the time the only way to effectively lose this effect is either one, your tanker get to stay away from the team, because most of the time this is not a assassin skill, it do not bypass tank, so most of the time if you try to attack, your tanker units will be blocking this, and well, they're the one who's gonna get these skills. So it's either one, or second, you pass this effect to long range allies, so after they get it, they will move far away from the team and they can still continue to attack their opponent while still giving them pressure. So this is the only way I can think of it. And that's it, we've come to the end. What did you guys think about SP Bernhardt? Is he strong? Not? Me? Leave it down in the comment sections below, but again I gotta say it, he is awfully strong right now in the current meta, and in fact he is stronger than the anniversary hero. However, he's still weak to mage casters. So that's it. This is coming. See you guys on next part of the video featuring Captain Jack, aka the Black Cat, introduced in the Langrisser verse. See you guys.